Pratibha. Today I am going to teach you the chapter Water from the book Rainbow, and the author of this chapter is C.V. Raman. He has written this essay for the class 12th RBSC. In this essay, C.V. Raman explains the importance of water. Water should be conserved properly so that the welfare of the nation can be done. This essay presents water as the basis of life. Now the line-wise explanation. Man has through the ages sought in vain for an imaginary elixir of life, the divine Amrita, a draught of which was thought to confer immortality. But the true elixir of life lies near to our hand, for it is the commonest of all liquids, plain water. Man has through the ages. Come to the words, that word meaning you should know first. Man has through the ages. Through the ages means from so many years, प्राचीन काल से, from so many years, sought means has looked for, खोज करता रहा, wish थी उसकी या desire थी, that is in vain. Vain means useless, futile. जो man की बहुत टाइम से एक खोज चल रही थी वो सब वेन में गई. That what he is actually searching for, an imaginary elixir of life. What he is searching? He is searching for the imaginary. Imaginary होता है unreal, जो real नहीं होता. Elixir of life. Elixir is a you can say in Hindi अमृत means precious drink आप कह सकते हो, अमृत कह सकते हो, जिसको पीकर आप अमर हो जाते हो. That is elixir. In Hindi you can say Amrit, a liquid which is considered essentially for the immortality, the divine Amrita. And what is the imaginary elixir of life for the people? They thought that this is a Amrita, a draught of which was thought to confer immortality. Draught means होता है an amount of liquid drunk at one's time without stopping. You can say a drop of water. बूंद कह सकते हो, एक घूंट कह सकते हो पानी की. दैट इज़ अ ड्रॉट ऑफ विच वॉज थॉट टू कन्फर इमॉर्टलिटी. कन्फर का मतलब होता है देना, गिव. इमॉर्टलिटी मतलब होता है अमृतत्व, द स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग फ्री फ्रॉम डेथ. तो बहुत टाइम से जो खोज रहा था इंसान इमेजिनरी एलेक्जर जो था जिसको अमृता वो सोचते थे. दैट इज़ ऑल इन वेन. They are searching for the Amrita, that is to confer immortality. But the true elixir of life lies near to our hand. But C.V. Raman, he is the author of this chapter. He is telling one important thing. We are searching for the imaginary elixir of life, but the true elixir of life lies near to our hands. ये हमारे हाथ में ही है. एंड फॉर इट इज़ द कॉमनेस्ट ऑफ ऑल लिक्विड्स. और ये एक कॉमन लिक्विड है सबके लिए. दैट वी कैन से प्लेन वाटर. आई रिमेंबर one day standing on the line which separates the Libyan desert from the valley of the Nile in Egypt. On one side was visible a sea of billowing sand without a speck of green or a single living thing anywhere visible on it. On the other side lay one of the greenest, most fertile and densely populated area to be found anywhere on the earth, teeming with life and vegetation. I is who here? I is C.V. Raman himself. He is telling I am C.V. Raman, and he is telling I am remembering I was standing on the line which separates the Libyan desert from the valley of the Nile in Egypt. How? I just want to explain. I am taking one paper. I want to explain how he was standing on a line and how the line separates. This is a line in which you can say C.V. Raman was standing. On one side there is a Libyan desert, and on the other side that is Egypt. Now what made this wonderful difference, how the Libyan desert and Egypt is differentiate we can. First of all, a Libyan desert is a sea of billowing sand. It means what? Where you can see a large area of sand and not a single speck of greenery. What the meaning of speck? Speck is a small spot, sign or a symbol. Second thing is there is no living thing. And now come to the Egypt. Egypt is in like that type of area. It is actually most fertile area. It is most greenest area. You can say also it is densely populated. And how this difference is? Because of water, river, Nile. So water comes from Nile in this area, so that's why this area of Egypt is fertile area, greenest area and densely populated area. So that's why this is a great difference between Libyan desert and Egypt. So that's why he is telling you that while I am standing on that side and that separates line desert from the valley of Nile in Egypt, on one side that visible sea of billowing sand, I already explained you, billowing sand without a speck of green or a single living thing anywhere visible on it, and the other side there is a area which is very greenest, most fertile and densely populated area to be found anywhere on the earth, that teeming with life and vegetation. Teeming means full of, brimming, completely full, and vegetation is what? Is a general term for the plant life of region. What is thing which separates these two areas? He is asking us. Who is asking? The C.V. Raman, the author of the chapter Water, is asking to us. What he is asking that he is telling actually the what a beautiful means what a wonderful difference this is. And just because the water flows in this area, it is green area, it becomes the greenest. So that's why that it becomes greenest, most fertile and densely populated area. So this is a great difference. Why? It is the water of the river Nile. What the main difference? This is a difference because river Nile is giving water to Egypt. So that's why it is a greenest area, that flowing down to the Mediterranean from its sources a couple of thousands of miles away, and that water is coming from that area, and that is a Mediterranean. Mediterranean here means a large body of water surrounded by Europe, Africa and Asia. So this is flowing down to the Mediterranean from its sources a couple of thousands of miles away. बहुत time से it flows throughout from the this long distance, and that's why that is from the Mediterranean area. Geologists tell us that the entire soil of the Nile Valley is the creation of the river itself, brought down as the finest silt in its flood waters from the highlands of Abyssinia and from remote Central Africa, and led down through the ages in the trough through which the Nile flows into the sea. Egypt, in fact, was made by its river. Its ancient civilization was created and is sustained by the life-giving waters which come down year after year with unfailing regularity. Now, first of all, I just want to tell you the meaning. First meaning is geologist. Geologist, those who study the earth crust. Earth की जो study करने वाले होते हैं, below the earth जो study करते हैं, they are called the geologist. And the next word is here silt. Silt is what? Earthly material made up of fine particles, soil or sand deposited by water. पानी के बहाव से जो लाई गई रेत या मिट्टी होती है उसको हम silt कहते हैं. Then the Abyssinia. Abyssinia here is modern Ethiopia. And next word is down through the ages. True. True is a true. You can say a long, narrow, open container. True. True is moving one side and out of the other side. You can say location. Next word is your civilization. What is a civilization? हिंदी में हम सभ्यता कहते हैं. Culture. You can say human development. And next word is sustained. Sustained is comfort, help. And unfailing. Unfailing is what? Without error or fault. So what the geologist actually telling in this paragraph They said it flows throughout from the long distance Nile Valley. जो नाइल वैली का एरिया है इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ वाटर ओनली एंड जो ये सैंड है इट इज़ जस्ट मेड अप ऑफ द वाटर ऑफ इट एंड द सिल्ट इज़ फाइनेस्ट पार्टिकल्स. दैट सिल्ट इज़ द फाइनेस्ट particles of the soil which flows through the water. That silt which go through the water. मीन्स मैं आपको वापस एक्सप्लेन करना चाहूँगी. जियोलॉजिस्ट एक्सप्लेन करते हैं कि जो नाइल वैली है उसकी जो मिट्टी है आप जिसको सैंड कहते हैं वो कम्प्लीटली नाइल रिवर की वजह से ही बनी है. जो मिट्टी है वो वहाँ कहाँ से आती है? एबेस्निया के जो माउंटेन एरियाज़ हैं वहाँ से आती है और जो सेंट्रल अफ्रीका से बहकर एंड लेट डाउन थ्रू द एजेस इन अ थ्रू विच द नाइल फ्लोज इनटू द सी. बहकर यहाँ आती है और पानी में घुल जाती है और फिर यहाँ की हो जाती है और इसकी वजह से क्या होता है ये एरिया जो होता है टोटली फर्टाइल हो जाता है, उपजाऊपन इसमें बढ़ जाता है. Now, geologist explains that the sand present in the Nile Valley is formed completely by the flowing of Nile River. And where does the sand comes from? It comes from the mountain areas, that is Abyssinia, and flowing through the central Africa. It comes and deposit in the valley. It is because of this that area is always fertile. The Nile River flows further and merges into the sea. It merges into the sea. So Egypt in fact only made up by the river, and actually Egypt is the basically formation due to the life in Egypt is possible just because of Nile. It continuously flow down, that's why life becomes possible and it is easier, and it flow year after year in this area without unfailing.